What's up, guys? So this is my favorite piece of content that Carson and I have ever put on the internet. This is going to have the most information, and it's the coolest for us because it's actual students within our mentorship making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, right? So this is a live coaching call with myself and about 10 of our students, and they're doing anywhere from $2,000 a month to some students doing upwards of $170,000 in profit per month, right? So you're just going to hear my advice on what they should do to scale their business. You're going to hear what markets they're in. You're going to see their whole story start to finish. Some of them are working 9 to 5, some of them are in this full time, right? So one thing to note before we get into this is when they say JV deals, that means a joint venture deal, meaning they're partnering with someone in the community, right? Because again, we're selling other people's land without ever owning it. So some people get a seller to sign and then someone else in the community gets a buyer, right? So when they say JV deals, that's what the JV deal means, right? So this is, again, my favorite video that we've ever put out because you can see the authenticity with everything, right? Like Carson and I are genuinely changing people's life with this, and this is the coolest thing in the world for me to see, right? So enjoy the video, comment any questions you guys have.
Have to have everyone go through, give like kind of a 1 to 2 minute. I don't want to be on here for 6 hours, but just like a 1 to 2 minute kind of introduction where you're at with your business and stuff like that. And I'll kind of give you guys some advice on what I would recommend you guys do moving forward and what steps you need to take. Because odds are we've been there in that same spot, right? And there's anyone from people doing one deal a month, right, or just hitting their first deal versus people doing upwards of 6 figures a month, right? And there's different stages for everyone. So just like kind of like introduction, I know everyone knows, but just like so you guys have like an example. Carson and I obviously started July 1st of 2022 is when our corporation was founded. We've been going, we've added cold callers, direct mail, we've done upwards of 750 deals now. So we're now tailoring more towards the development. We're actually working on our third big development project right now, hoping to get the contract signed by Monday. But yeah, we've done give or take 5.5 million in profit and assignment fees over the last 3 years now, 3.5. So yeah, that's kind of where Carson and I are at. Where we're going is going to be more tailored towards the development side of things, stuff like that. So that's Carson and I. And yeah, so I know a lot of you guys already knew that. And then we'll start Grayson if you want to go.
What's up, everyone? I'm Grayson Gallagher. I started basically when I was in high school, and then I reached out to Jackson and Carson. I was unofficially their first student before this program ever started up, and then they helped me scale my company, and I now have a full team. We're doing over 6 figures per month. Basically, all I do is I send direct mail to all the places that I do constant recurring deals in, and then I just pull huge lists every single night, and then try to get big deals, basically. So
Right.
that's what's
So Grayson, are you doing more only direct mail? Are you still texting or no?
Yeah, I'll text like myself like probably 3 times a week. Like I'll pull a very crafty list and then I'll just go down the line and call them.
And then how many mailers a month are you sending right now?
About 10,000.
Right
We
on.
sent
Okay.
12,000 last
So you're
month.
still pretty lean relatively, right?
Yeah, all I have is I have 2 employees and then I have Madeline as my assistant.
Okay.
She's paid full. She does like everything basically.
Awesome. Yeah. So like I'd say probably next steps. I mean, I know you've tried them out in the past, cold callers. They've always been good for us and they just like they're super easy because they just give you extra leads basically. So if you have a good buyer, you want to give like we always just keep like 3 to 5 cold callers and just like if we had a good builder somewhere, they'd always have builder lists because at the end of the day, like it's just free leads, right? When you upload a list to Smarter Contact, half the phone numbers get deleted. Why? Because they're landlines, right? A lot of these older people that'll give you deals do have landlines. So
Right.
that's honestly the only thing I do on the wholesale side. Maybe start to like not don't do it full time, but like start to mess around in commercial and development and stuff like that. Just 1 day a week, right? Just
Right.
maybe try to hit a big deal, right? Try to figure out commercial and just learn about it time over time. Because like at the end of the day, like you've scaled it pretty big, right? You're probably doing 20 to 30 deals a month right now.
Yeah.
You're
We're doing
probably
over 20 every month.
1 to 175 profit, give or take.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, okay, how do we add in a 100K deal a month, or how do we do a 1.5 million dollar development every 18 months, right? Just something like that to start to mix it in. But yeah, obviously, like a lot of you guys know Grayson, he's on the Monday calls and everything, but absolutely incredible. So that's good to know. And then let's see. I'm honestly just gonna call you guys one by one. So Sheranne.
My cursor was
Oh, you're good.
lagging. Okay, yeah. So what's up, everybody? I started in March. Really dove deep. I guess like a month after learning everything, and doing trial and error. Right now I'm hitting Arizona, Arkansas, dabbling in Atlanta, Tennessee, Texas markets. Trying them out here and there. I've been closing deals. Just closed one deal today in Arkansas. It was a 7K spread, so that was nice.
Awesome.
but can I say something better in SMS texting, right? Because that does take up a lot of
Well,
time.
where did you make a deal today?
This was in Arkansas, I believe.
Okay, so just do more of what's working, right? Rather than sending a bunch of texts elsewhere and trying to scale the team and stuff like that. It's like, okay, I just made 7 grand in Bella Vista today. I'm gonna hit Bella Vista tomorrow, the next day, the next day. I'm gonna learn how to do a mail campaign. I'm gonna send mail to Bella Vista, right? So then you might milk another 6, 7 deals out of there, but all of a sudden that's 40, 50 grand, right? Now it's like, oh, I just hit a 60K month. Now what? Right. And then it's like, so like I stick to the text, just keep doing what you're doing and just like try to scale slowly and just make as many deals as possible and then just go from there. But yeah, also guys, anyone needs anything with Airbnbs, Sheranne's your person. She's very, very good in that industry.
Yeah,
So we will move on now. Cade.
Yeah, I'm here in Southern Arizona. Live in Tucson and been primarily in Southern Arizona. Was have been a realtor the past 4 years. Kind of fell into like some really big deals. I just kind of fell into my lap, land wholesaling, not really knowing what I was doing. And then came across your guys' program. So Jackson, thank you. Carson, thank you. Came into the program. I want to say that would have been like beginning of May. Started my first campaigns like middle of May, and then been doing it ever since. Where I'm at right now, I found that I was dabbling in a couple different markets and didn't wasn't really having much success, so I just decided to stick to a market that I knew. And so stayed in Southern Arizona. I've been focusing on that for about the past month now. Just doing texting, haven't done direct mail. Got to the point where I was doing so many lists through Smarter Contact and wasn't finding huge success. So I was curious if I just went and started doing all the lots myself and texting from my personal phone, how many more contacts I could reach. And that's actually proven to be really, really profitable. So I've just been doing that and trying to lock up as many deals. Um, uh, so yeah, right now, I mean, I have probably 90,000 in escrow to close next month. All things considered, that is like a big 60K deal here in Tucson. So I need to work on and you kind of answered it, Jackson, but you know, how I guess how do I scale and optimize the market I'm currently in, and then when do I know at what point to, pick a different market and start
Yeah,
going
that's
there?
a good question. Honestly, Cade and I did a one-on-one probably a week ago, and you did not have 90,000 in escrow. So congrats on the deal since we spoke. When is that? When does the 60 close?
Uh, First week of August.
Okay, right on. And I remember you almost wanted it to fall through because you thought it was worth more.
I think it is, dude. I think I could get a lot more.
So win-win on that one, right? But yeah,
Yeah.
so like yeah, same thing I was kind of telling Sheranne is like honestly, before you go to other markets, you should probably mix in just mail. No need for cold callers, but like if it's working that well and you're doing so many deals and you have these solid.
But started in Texas, first week sending campaigns, I was able to get 6 slots under contract, each of them being between a 5K to 7K spread. And that ended up closing, all those closed within 30 to 60 days after that. Um, After that, I kind of took a crazy jump and just quit my job because I had, I had probably with my expenses probably like 20K to just throw in smarter contact. I mean, you guys know all the costs, so I took a crazy leap, and it paid off. I live in an area that there's a lot of vacant land, especially for commercial. And I started learning how to market commercial lots and was able to get a 90K spread on a commercial lot near me. I know Jackson, I was talking with you. That same lot was actually going to be a 50K spread,
Yeah, I
but I
remember that.
yeah. But I went back to the seller and tried to squeeze more. I was a greedy little mother and got it. So
Wow.
yeah.
So is
So
that a 100K month?
yeah, so that was my first 100K month. Granted, it's and now I'm probably more consistent around, 20K, which is still crazy, for me. So, but yeah, with that, the bigger commercial lots, I'm diving more into commercial. I'm still a one-man team. I think my question for you, Jackson, is like, I feel like I'm doing good. I know what I'm doing. I know how to comp. I know, I'm finding new areas. I feel like based off what you were telling other people to, like, no, doing what you do for 4 days and
Well,
trying
that's
something new for
exactly what you
one.
did, right? That's where the 90K came from.
Exactly, yeah, because I was grinding residential, dove into commercial, and so I guess do I just ramp up my volume? Because I feel like I can still handle everything myself. I
I
don't
would
need a.
say try to figure out what made the 90K deal a 90K deal, right? Who was
Mhm,
the buyer? What were they looking for? How can I replicate that? Right. And maybe,
mhm,
and I've done this so many times, you have no idea. It's like, okay, this commercial guy will pay me 600 grand for any lots on roads that look like this with this access. And I would hand pick on PropStream. Lot, add the list, add the list, add the list. And you'd be
yep,
surprised. You do that with 300 lots, you can make 2, 3 deals. But if they're
mhm,
90K, it makes a hell of a lot of sense, right? And I've spent 6 hours pulling a list of 400, just one by one, add the list, add the list, add the list. But it's exactly what I know a good buyer's looking for. And I know will pay out a 6-figure assignment fee. So it
yep,
makes it's more worth your time than anything else you could do, because if you just put that list together, you can market that list forever, right? And all you need
yeah,
is one person to say yes, as you said, and there you go, there's 100 grand. So that's
yeah,
honestly what I would do, because you kind of have cracked it, right? You hit the 100K spread. So just keep
yeah.
keep going at that, right?
Yeah, it's a matter of finding a buyer at that point. So,
That's awesome though. And just yeah, keep up. 'Cause that's kind of how it always has been with us too. Is it's like, yeah, you're gonna have your 6-figure spreads in certain months, and it's gonna look like huge, and then it's like I went down, but it's like no, I didn't, because I was doing 20K, 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 22K, 24K, 110K, 26K, and it's like I'm still going up, right? So you always just want to bring your baseline up, and when you hit your flyers, like yeah, you're gonna hit 100K deals and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, the 20K monster is what's gonna pay the rent, right? And the big deal,
mhm,
like okay, here's how I scale, here's how I kind of go into the next big thing, stuff like that. But you always want to make sure your baseline deals are there, because at the end of the day, like that's the best part about this business model is you get it to 20 deals a month, you're getting paid every business day, right?
yeah,
Like that's what keep basically just keep up what you're doing. Try as hard as you can. Honestly, I'd probably do 2, 3 days a week to replicate your big deal, and then just keep doing the small deals as well. But honestly, congratulations. That's that's crazy.
thank you, thank you. And I haven't dove into flyers yet, which is something that, like, I know you have a whole module on the course
Yep.
too that goes over that, but I don't know. I mean, if I'm just doing good with texting, do I even bother diving into flyers yet, or?
I would take the same list that you hit the big spread on, and I would mail to them. And
Okay.
or just like maybe pull a list up again, the handpicked list,
Hmm.
send to them. And like I've done is like figure out what's working and then just get as creative as possible to find more deals, right?
Okay. Yeah. And thank you, by the way, for the awesome course you created because you definitely changed my life. I was in real estate a little bit, but knew nothing about wholesaling up until February of this year. So now it's my life and my future. So thank you.
I appreciate it so much. Business, right? So Michael, if you want to jump in.
What's up, guys? My name is Michael. I'm based in Dallas, Texas. And then I joined back in late January, and then my A2P didn't get approved for like the longest time, so I didn't get to send out my initial text like probably late, early March. So late February, early March, and then got my first deal like around that first, second week of March, and then that closed on March 31st. So went through a lot of trouble, had to deal with some scam issues with sellers. So that was fun, just as like your first couple deals. And then my markets right now are just Florida and Arizona, just keeping it really tight, just being the expert in those markets and just doubling down on what works. And then right now, hitting around 20 to 25,000 consistently every month with about 10 to 15 deals and usually small spreads in Florida and Arizona. So I'm looking to hire a VA right now to hopefully scale that. And then I could utilize my time to focus more on the bigger deals. My expense is pretty low. It's 1,800 per month. Trying to be really lean, one man shop. But yeah, that's pretty much it. My question to you is, when it comes to VAs, what are you looking for, and what type of like tasks are you having them do to make it worth
Yeah,
it?
absolutely. So first thing, congratulations. I remember when we were talking for the first time before you made any deals and stuff, and then I saw your post on your first success story. So, but
Thank
congratulations to take it that far is amazing. And also some have SOPs and stuff like that. And like our old executive assistant made like there's basically an executive assistant course for what our
Oh wow.
business was. So like I'll
Okay.
be in touch after the call for sure.
Okay.
But also congratulations with everything.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. Jiren?
Hey, so I'm from Dallas. I joined the course in February, but I only really set my first campaign in April just because of college classes and whatnot. Um, I was marketing mainly in Colorado. Well, I started in a couple of different places, but then in one of the coaching calls with Grayson, he said to just choose like two, three different spots and really lock in on them until you figured it out. So I chose Arizona and Colorado and really just kind of like learned those areas. And that's where I kind of got my first deals. I did like one in May and then four in June. And after that, it was like slowing down a little bit there, or according to my builders, anyways. So I figured I would move to Florida because I wanted to go for that volume play and like try to like get as much experience as possible, even if the spreads were a little lower. But yeah, it's been going pretty well so far. The first little bit when I marketed in Florida, I guess I kind of wasn't expecting the amount of competition there, right? Because all the sellers like wanted crazy prices and whatnot. But I started just getting on calls with all of them, and like you were saying, like a lot of these older guys, like they didn't want to use emails or anything. I actually sent like a printed out like page for two of them, and I got two in escrow right now, like just
Really?
off that. Yeah. Because they were older, like they sent me a picture back and everything. That was fine, but like they were like, I need to see the page in front of me.
Oh, it happened so much. And that was contracts, which is also another thing is I don't think I've ever sent a mail out contract that they haven't signed.
Hmm.
So
Really?
once you send it out, once they ask for it, as long as you do it and you don't put anything weird on the contract, you're good.
Nice.
So do you have any questions or anything about
No, the guys before me, Michael and Cade, like and Sheranne, they asked great questions. That pretty much.
okay. Owen, you want to go?
Hey guys, so I started in mid-January is when I joined the course, but it took me a while to get to my A2P. So I started sending texts in like mid-February, and I actually got a deal my second ever campaign, and I was like, wow, this is really easy. And then like in a month in, I kind of learned the hard way that it's not that easy. So I've been doing like a deal or two a month so far. I actually just closed one yesterday with Burhan out in Hawaii, and then yeah, just trying to kind of lock in. I'm in school right now too, so doing a little bit of both. Yeah, that's basically it. And then I did have a question for you, Jackson. I probably had 10 or 15 like deals where I have a buyer for it and it's at a good price. I've agreed with the seller, but then like once I go to send them the contract, they'll just not sign it and they kind of like take forever and they kind of make excuses. Like, do you have any advice to just like get them across and to get them to sign it?
I'll send it to you after. Just like I'll just text you the PDF of it. We made like a PDF that was just like welcome to JW Light Homes, which is our company, and it was just like introduction. Here's my brother, myself. Here's our story, whatever. Here are some deals that we've done in the past. Here's some work we've done with the Kids Cancer Foundation. Here's some reviews we've had. Thank you. And then we put like, here's how you sign the contract on DocuSign. Walk them through what it means, how to sign it. Here's the process after you sign the contract. Here's the title process. Here's how you get your money. Here's how long it'll take, etc. So every question, like frequently asked questions. So it's like a 6, 7 page PDF slide deck, and it just looks super clean, super professional. I send that with the contract, and our signing rate doubled after that.
Got you. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll send
And
it
hey, I
over.
wanted to say thank you for making the course too, because
Yeah,
like whenever I get the wires, I'm like, it doesn't feel real still.
absolutely. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, everybody. It is cool. Burhan, you want to go? Congrats on the closing today, guys. Also.
um, just driving home. But yeah, my name is Burhan. I joined very early. I think I was one of the few to join the course in the beginning. My first campaign was January 9th. Sent out my first contract 11 hours later, which ended up dragging on for about 2 months, but I eventually got paid. It's been what, 6, 7 months at this
Yep.
point. I've done close to 30 deals at this point. Um, I just closed on two Hawaiian deals, one with Owen and one myself. in Tiki Gardens area to call every day. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Yeah, congrats, Burhan. 30 deals is sick. Also,
Yeah.
yeah, anyone, I can't tell you how many people I've heard from in the course say they've done a deal in Hawaii with you. So sounds like
Yeah.
you wanna jump on, Caleb?
I joined a little bit after Burhan. I remember when like the calls were like still on Zoom, right? So it was like a little bit earlier on for sure. But it was slow in the beginning. I think it took me 2 months to make my first deal because I was still fully in high school, so I didn't really have the time. I was like sending out 2K texts a day from like math class. So it was really weird. But it was really weird. But then I got my first one in. Honestly, it was kind of like a stroke of luck. I made 5K off that one. And that kind of just like got like the ball rolling. And since then I've kind of hopped off texting, not so much. So I have my callers now, right? And they do decent work, but I do like most of my deals from JVs because I kind of got my friends on it because like they would see like my like wire deposits like in school and they're like, yo, how do I hop on? Right. So I kind of like help them and like they kind of bring me deals now too. Right. So it's like I kind of made my own team from my classmates. Right. So I'm just racking in deals now. I'm also looking at higher opportunities. I know I told you about like the multifamily I was trying to close on. Um, I made 6 figures off that, a lot less than I would like to. It was like around 1 or 200,
Okay.
but the potential was like 7.
Did it
You know what I
close?
mean?
It closed?
Yeah, it did. But because I've had 2 6-figure deals now close.
Really?
Yeah. So I think one was around 150. The other one was around like 180.
Holy,
Right. Yeah. No.
right
Then
on.
ever since, yeah, no, since then I've been like fiending for like
Yeah.
more.
Awesome. How much would you say you've done since you joined?
Like in
Total
total,
ballpark.
probably 400. So my end goal is to be a developer. That's like what I want to do. Like end.
That's crazy to have 2 6-figure spreads already. Were they
Yeah,
double
I'm
closes
blessed.
or you threw them on HUDs?
I'm weird because I was 17 when that came in, so it had to go to my mom's. But I'm trying to. Yeah, it was really weird, right? Because so, but yeah,
Congratulations. Do you have any questions for me? Sounds like you pretty done.
honestly, all of my questions are gonna be kind of like development wise, right? So like once you like start talking more about that, I'd be really interested, just
Okay.
because like I really want to get in on that.
Okay.
But other than that, just thank you. Like Owen said, like thank you. I found y'all off TikTok, really stupid, right? But it was either wholesale real estate or cleaning trash bins. So I'm happy I went with this. So
Awesome. Yeah, no, we very happy to have you and congratulations on everything, Caleb. Let's see. Jan?
Hey, so yeah, my name is Jan. I started in January. I was in the middle of doing like a wholesale deal already, and I was kind of going off what you guys posted on IG Reels, like how to do it for free. And then I realized there's a lot more to it than I initially knew. So once I closed that deal is really when I started like doing the text campaigns, doing everything. I've really stuck to Florida, and I've been doing like 3 to 4 deals a month now. So pretty good on that. And almost 90% of my deals have been JVs as well. So really just JVing on everything. It's funny, I tried to sell a lot to like a national builder, and he was like, "Oh, we can't hold this city in our inventory. Let me get you to my lot banker. He'll buy it for us." And then I called the lot banker. I have a great relationship with him, and he's like, he'll buy anything he wants, like commercial.
Really?
Yeah, he literally told me, and I need to figure this out because that's like my plan to scale. Because I can do 3 to 4 deals a month, but they've all been like super small spreads. So I'm trying to get to the next level. I'm trying to do those like commercial bigger lots. He told me, I don't know if it was like US 1 or there was like this main road in Cape Coral. He wants like commercial lots, and I was like, that was gonna be my next
Yeah, 100. And
yeah.
we've done that so many times, and that's especially in the beginning. We would just find one builder, and he said, "Bring me. I have 150 lots I need to buy in the next couple months, and this is exactly what I need." And we did every single deal to one builder, right? So like
Yeah.
if you find someone that works, like it's super niche down to like you have a good relationship with him. He's not going to work with anyone else, and even if he does, who cares? Because he's buying so much. There's no reason to really do anything else until he's done buying, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, congratulations on anything. And I do have actually a couple I'm working on in Palm Coast, so I might shoot those over if they come in, or like I know I'm getting sent a bunch of deals and stuff like that. So I definitely
Mhm.
be in touch about those.
Perfect. Thank you.
Awesome. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, so and I kind of got it from like the other people in this course too, but like how I guess would I scale from like doing those $2,000 to $3,000 deals to like the $30,000, $40,000 deals?
Yeah.
Because I know it's like commercial, but it's like I know that's a bit more complicated.
It's just
Like
I would
finance.
say like so I'm guessing most of the well I guess Palm Coast, Palm Bay are a little more expensive, but still like you're probably getting 70 some for 75, right? Like
Yeah.
um so, couple ways. First thing I would say is don't give those up, right? So, like you're making money right now, stay profitable. Same thing as everyone else, right? 4 days, do what you know. One day, try something new, right? Just go to a market that's not as saturated, but looks like this is the best way I could describe how to find a lot market is go find something that looks like Lehigh that isn't Lehigh, right? Like if you can find something that all the lots look the same, there's a ton of sales, ton of new builds going on in a different state, it's going to be a gold mine, no matter where it is, right? So just go find something that looks like Lehigh. Ideally, your price range is going to be 30 to 100K and just dish campaigns out there, right? And then just because at the end of the day, like the difference in doing a getting a lot for 20 and selling it for 23K and getting literally the difference in a 3K and a 30K deal is a zero, right? It's 200K to 230K versus 20 to 23K, right? Like it's just doing a little bit more expensive. Maybe you try to figure out some, it's just one day a week getting creative, right? Maybe look into duplexes, look into like duplex lots, not actual duplexes, look into commercial lots, look into different states, right? Like look into the most random things, even like RV lots, mobile home lots, like just testing different things out and you'll find something and then like start to just contract more deals, stuff like that. Do the more expensive ones because like if you get someone at 500 grand and you sell something for 500 grand, odds are you can get that seller down 50 grand, right? And that's a 50K spread just on one talk that like David got the guy from 50K spread to 90K spread, but it's because it's a more expensive lot, right? Like it's you can't hit a 30K spread on a 20K lot, and you can't hit a 30K spread in Palm Coast because it's Palm Coast, right?
Yeah.
So like just put yourself in the situation to where you can hit a big deal, right? What,
So
but again, keep doing what you're doing and then do that
yeah.
in the meantime.
No, yeah, I've been doing like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like Southwest Florida area, and I've been branching into like some bigger commercial deals. Like now I'm gonna be able to pull 50,000 leads from prop stream, so I'm definitely gonna get a lot of commercial lots now.
Yep, 100%. But awesome. And congratulations also, Jan.
Thank you, appreciate it. And thank you for the course too. I know everyone's saying it, but I can't stress that enough. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm glad everyone is appreciating it genuinely. Zach, you want to jump on? I can't really see. I think you're
Oh
live.
yeah, it's me,
Okay.
Zach.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one here from Canada. I'm from Vancouver, BC. And yeah, I joined back in end of January, early February, and then got things running like mid-February. And then yeah, it's me and Ben, my partner, and he's just on a short vacation right now. But yeah, we're at the last couple months have been we're doing like 30K pretty consistently and then just slowly growing here now. And yeah, about like 4 to 5 deals each per month. And yeah, he's mainly in Tennessee, a bit of Florida, a couple other spots. I'm in North Carolina really heavy, and a bit of Florida, New Mexico. I have some good buyers there, and then Texas a little bit, and that's about it.
Yeah. And I
But yeah,
know,
and
I
then
know,
yeah, so I was in drop shipping a little bit to start, and then did a bit of the sports betting business I ran by myself, and then yeah, eventually when this started taking off, I just kind of ran with it.
I know we had the call yesterday. Do you have any more questions for me?
No, not much. I had this one opportunity like about 2 weeks or like about a month and a half ago. It was this New Mexico buyer, like huge buyer. He sent me like his whole Google Earth file of like all the lots he's purchasing and looking for. But I was just like overwhelmed because like we just kind of started taking off
Mm-hmm.
and like just doing like the smaller residential sites because like a bunch of these were just commercial. And like it was a huge like there's so many lots, but it was like I tried at first just to call the owners up in a bunch, and like most of them were just not answering. And then like we hadn't yet gotten the mail, so like that could be like huge with that too. But I was just wondering what you kind of suggest with that. It was just like a whole Google Earth kind of file with just like all these things kind of picked out.
Like pins, basically.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Um, you haven't done a deal with him yet?
No, no.
On you go on like Fiverr or Upwork and go find like just a admin virtual assistant and have them go hand pull the list on PropStream and probably cost you $15. And then
Yeah.
I would do it in like overnight, and then I would just mass text it once. Why not, right? Because at least
Yeah.
the person would be willing to sell. It's definitely worth a flyer. That's probably what I would do. Uh,
Hmm.
and then yeah, just get a VA to go hand pull the list for you. And
Hmm.
just go ahead and even if you post in like a wholesale Facebook group, like I need an admin person to pull a specific list for me, $20. And like you just
Yeah.
it's probably what I would do. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about New Mexico. I haven't done it though.
Yeah, I mean, I was in kind of the Rio Rancho area. There's a lot of lots with like no addresses, and like that main area is kind of tough. Like I get some really good buyers there. Like it's super easy to dispo, but it's just been hard to get a good lot or get many leads there. But yeah.
All right. I think everyone has gone. I'm just gonna open it up if anyone has any final questions or anything. I really appreciate everyone jumping on here. I think this is really good. It's gonna be a really good group, and I think we're all gonna make a hell of a lot more money by working together as we move forward here. Also, if you guys do have any questions about anything, feel free to just drop it in the WhatsApp. I am going to be throwing in that PowerPoint at some point tonight, and then honestly, like most of you guys that I haven't talked to in the last like month or so, I probably will be calling you guys over the next week. I am putting together a pretty big development deal right now that I'll probably be pretty busy on the next couple days. So if it's not tomorrow or something, that's why. But over the next week, I will be calling everyone that I haven't talked to in a little while. I know we spoke yesterday, Zach. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I'm gonna give this transcript. I have like an AI that'll like take the transcript and like build out like notes from the call, and I'm gonna build basically everyone's like their name and then their buy box, and I'm just gonna shoot it in the WhatsApp chat. But just in like I know a lot of people like no one was writing this down, so like I know a lot of people have different areas where their buyers are looking, so now we'll just have that pinned in there. So it's like, okay, cool. I just got a deal in Palm Coast. I'm going to call you on, right? So I'm going to have that in there. I'll throw in the PowerPoint and then I'll be reaching out to you guys. But I appreciate everyone jumping on tonight. Thanks, guys.
Boom,
Yeah,
gentlemen.
thanks.
Did it.
Thanks for the call.